Hi, I'm Chelsea. I'm the lead youth advocate here at Prevail, and I primarily work with kids ages 6 to 12 who have either witnessed domestic violence or experienced physical abuse. Every year, more than 3 million children witness domestic violence in their homes. Breaking the cycle is possible, and sometimes that just starts with a conversation. Now, talking about family violence with your child can be a really awkward and uncomfortable conversation to have, but I want to give you permission to take the lead on that. You don't have to wait for your child to come to you first with their questions or worries, and a lot of times they won't. It's also important to remember that just because your child has not come to talk to you about what's going on at home doesn't mean that they aren't being impacted by it in some way. So having these conversations is really important. There are a lot of ways to go about doing this. You can be as direct as you feel like you need to be, and that can look like, an incident just happened, and a little bit later you go to check on your child and you say, "Hey, did you hear what happened downstairs if you believe they were upstairs, or did you see what happened?" And then asking them what they thought about that, or how they're feeling, or if there's anything that they need. Another way to go about doing that is simply kind of what I call opening the door to certain topics of conversation. So saying something like, "How are you doing today? How are you feeling? Is there anything that you need from me today?" And really being attentive, making sure you've got the time to spend so that if they do have something they want to talk to you about or something that they want to share with you, you have time to really listen and consider what they need. It's also okay to ask your kids what they know. Ask your children, what they've seen and what they understand about what's happening. It's also really important, if you haven't had an opportunity already, to reassure your child that family fighting is not their fault. There is absolutely nothing that they did or said that is causing this to happen, and that violence is not okay. It'll be really important for you to be in a good space before entering into these conversations with your child. You want to make sure that you're calm and centered, and it's also important to remember that if you start to become upset by the conversation, or if your child starts asking questions that you're not sure how to answer, you can absolutely take a break. Let your child know that their question is really important and that you need some time to consider how you're going to respond. The important piece is going to be making sure that you make time to come back and answer the question or finish whatever conversation you were having. But sometimes kids have a lot of questions that you're not expecting, or a lot of feelings maybe that you're not expecting, and that can bring up a lot of feelings in you as well. And so being able to take care of yourself in those moments is hugely important. But that connection and relationship that you have with your child is really crucial to their healing as you both navigate such a difficult journey, and really making time for them to be able to talk about how they feel and to let you know what they need is a great way for helping your child to know that they are seen and heard, and to help with building the feeling of safety at home.